Hello guys, in this video we're gonna learn about Amplication. Amplication is a low code, no code API generator. It is a low code UI interface and you can add entities and then it generates an API. So what you will be needing will be Docker, Node.js, npm, and a GitHub account. So when you log in with your GitHub account, you should see something like this. I was already logged in, so now if you see something like this, you should probably do order management because that's their sample app. And once you select order management, you create the service and you can see this is what we've got. Now, as you see, they're using some high-tech technologies like Node.js, Mesh.js, TypeScript, GraphQL, Prisma, Docker, Jest, and many others. So here our sample service has been created. Now, if we go into the entities, you can see that we have all the entities that a normal e-commerce app would have, right? Address, customer, orders, and product, right? Now, you need a GitHub repo. So when you go to home, now you can see that there's a project. So inside the project, there's your sample service. Now, if you want to create more, you can go to add resources service, and here you can create more. And if you want to create new projects, there's that. And if you're going to create a new whole workspace, you can create it from there. Now, we're going to go into the project settings and we want to connect to GitHub. So it will probably show to you that connect to GitHub. So you'll connect it to your GitHub. And either you can go to GitHub and create it, or you can let application create it by itself. So create repository, application API. Now, if you're creating the repository by your own, make sure that it is not uh, empty. For example, it should have a README, a license, something. Now, for example, application has already added README, but you should add something in your repository. It should not be empty. Now, it should not be red down here, right? Now, if you go to into sample service, now we can deploy all of this. So let's say application generated API. Now we commit. So if you go into one of the entities, you can see that there's permissions and there's a lot of fields. So these are the fields like ID, created at, updated at, address 1, address 2, city, state, zip code, and customers. So this is everything that is in an entity. Now, if you would create a scratch one too, then you would still get the user. Okay, that's done now. So now if we go to our GitHub repository, you won't see it added, but it will be in a pull request. So as you can see, there's a pull request here, and you have to merge this. Okay, and once that's done, you can see that two folders are in here, and we will download this real quick. And let me open it into my code editor. So now as you can see, it's in my code editor. Now if you go into the server folder, you'll find that there's a readme, and you should have Docker running in the background. So you should have Docker, and so First up, you need to download the node modules dependency. So let's open up our terminal, and you have to install the node modules. I'll meet you guys when that's done. So now that that's done, next we need to generate our Prisma client. Now, if you're a Windows user, there's an issue that Windows does not allow uh, the colons, right? Now, if you try to run this command, it'll give you an error. So as you can see, it said the syntax is incorrect. Now, there's a fix for this. So if you go into the package JSON, and here you can see the Prisma generate script. You just remove the colon, and then you remove it from the command and run it without the colon, and it should generate fine. So yeah, now you can see the script actually ran Prisma generate. So you can see that it's running. So that's done. Now we need to remove the colons again. So it's docker db. We'll remove that. We'll put this. We'll remove that. Done. Now it's running. What's the next script? db init. So in here you have to change quite a lot. You have to remove that, and then in here you can see db migrate save. So you have to remove that, and you have to remove that, and then you have to remove migrate up to. Okay, so migrate up, and remove that too. Now it's done. Now that that's done, let's run the db init npm run db init. So now that that's done, we will start our server. Okay. So now that the server is started, as you can see, we have a sample service. Now, so for example, the users. Now, as you can see, there was the user here, right? And let's say orders, and then in the orders, as you can see, there's quite a lot of things, right? So it basically, and there's Swagger UI, as you can see, and that's it. That's what application does. It generates APIs. So thank you guys. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, and share. See you guys soon.